The moment the name Ford Mustang Boss 429 appears, car enthusiasts around the world immediately picture raw American muscle, massive displacement, and a legend that dominated drag strips and streets in the late 1960s. Now, for 2026, Ford has revived one of its most iconic badges with a car that is not just a tribute, but a modern reimagination of what the Boss spirit means today. Welcome back to Auto Vehicle Info, and in this video, we dive deep into every detail of the all-new 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429, a machine built to bring back the golden age of American horsepower while embracing the engineering precision of the future. This isn't just a Mustang variant, it is Ford's declaration that the muscle era is far from over. When Ford first confirmed the return of the Boss 429 badge, the automotive world erupted with excitement because this name carries more emotional and historical weight than almost any other Mustang designation. The original Boss 429 was created to homologate Ford's massive 429 engine for NASCAR, and even today, it stands as one of the most collectible Mustangs ever built. So the question everyone had was simple: would the new Boss 429 be worthy of that legendary name? The answer is a thunderous yes. At the heart of the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429 lies a completely re-engineered 7.0-liter V8 engine that pays homage to the original displacement while delivering performance made possible only through modern engineering. Ford calls this engine the Godzilla 429 Evolution, and it combines classic pushrod muscle with advanced dual-injection technology, reinforced internals, titanium valves, and a race-spec cooling system. The result is a monstrous 825 horsepower and 760 pound-feet of torque sent directly to the rear wheels. What makes this even more special is that the engine isn't turbocharged or supercharged. It is naturally aspirated, making it one of the most powerful V8 engines ever installed in a production muscle car. Ford intentionally avoided forced induction to preserve the traditional Boss driving feel: instant throttle response, massive low-end torque, and the unmistakable sound of a large displacement American 5.8 breathing naturally. The redline sits at an exciting 7,200 revolutions per minute, and the exhaust system has been designed with electronically controlled valves to produce an aggressive, old-school roar that resonates with deep bass tones at idle and a thunderous scream under hard acceleration. From drag strips to open highways, the engine's power is accessible, brutal, and emotionally intoxicating, exactly what a Boss 429 should be. Power meets control through two carefully engineered transmission options. The first is a 6-speed Tremec manual transmission, custom-tuned for fast shifts and capable of handling extreme torque loads. This gearbox features rev-matching technology that can be turned on or off depending on whether the driver prefers modern precision or full old-school manual engagement. For drivers who want maximum performance consistency, Ford also offers a new 10-speed high-performance automatic with reinforced clutches, recalibrated shift logic, and drag-focused launch control settings. Both transmissions send power through a heavy-duty limited-slip differential, with an optional torsion setup for track enthusiasts. The Boss 429 rockets from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds with the automatic and 3.4 seconds with the manual, while the quarter-mile time drops into the low 10-second range when equipped with Ford's sticky drag radials. Top speed is electronically limited to 203 miles per hour, making this the fastest and most powerful naturally aspirated Mustang Ford has ever built. The 2026 Mustang Boss 429 is not only about raw power, it comes with an entirely redesigned chassis setup to handle the extreme performance it delivers. The car sits lower and wider than the standard Mustang GT, with a reinforced front subframe, stiffer suspension components, and adjustable magnetic ride control that can switch between track, drag, sport, and street modes. The steering feel is sharper thanks to a recalibrated electric power steering system that gives more feedback without sacrificing daily usability. Ford has also fitted massive 16.5-inch carbon ceramic brake rotors in the front and 14-inch rotors in the rear, paired with 6-piston Brembo calipers to ensure consistent stopping power even under extreme heat. The wheels are lightweight forged aluminum, available in 19-inch or 20-inch sizes, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires for maximum grip. The Boss 429's handling is a dramatic improvement over classic muscle cars. It still has the soul of a straight-line monster but now also grips corners with confidence, precision, and surprising balance. Visually, the 2026 Boss 429 is an instant head-turner. Ford designers were careful not to over-modify the Mustang's modern silhouette but enhance it with aggressive retro-inspired elements that honor the original Boss. The most striking feature is the massive functional hood scoop, reminiscent of the 1969 model but modernized with active airflow channels that provide cooling while reducing drag. The front fascia has been redesigned with a rectangular grille, deep air intakes, and a more pronounced chin splitter made of carbon fiber. Along the sides, the Boss 429 features wider fenders, sculpted rocker panels, and discrete 429 badges that subtly communicate its heritage. At the rear, you'll find a menacing carbon fiber diffuser, quad-active exhaust tips, and a performance wing designed for high-speed stability. The overall look is muscular, intimidating, and unmistakably Boss, with a stance that conveys power even when the car is parked. Ford also offers exclusive colors such as Boss Blue Metallic, Shadow Black, Heritage White, and Race Red, along with optional striping packages for those who want a more retro appearance. The interior of the 2026 Boss 429 blends modern luxury with motorsport-inspired detailing. Slip inside, and you are greeted by premium leather and Alcantara materials, carbon fiber accents, and contrast stitching that highlights the car's performance character. The seats are Recaro racing buckets with 12-way adjustability, designed to provide strong lateral support without compromising comfort. Ford's digital driver cockpit includes a 13.2-inch curved display with custom Boss 429 gauges, including real-time engine temperature, oil pressure, performance timers, and a drag-focused interface that allows drivers to track reaction times and shift points. The infotainment system uses Ford's Sync 6 software with wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and an available 18-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Although the Boss 429 is primarily performance-focused, Ford hasn't ignored modern conveniences. Features like wireless charging, adaptive cruise control, heated and ventilated seats, and a 360-degree camera system make it practical enough for daily use. Safety tech includes lane assist, blind spot monitoring, pre-collision assistance, and optional autonomous emergency braking. Driving the 2026 Boss 429 is an emotional experience that blends the best of both worlds, classic muscle character and modern performance engineering. The moment the engine fires up, the deep rumble fills the cabin and reminds you that this car was built with passion. Press the accelerator, and the massive 7.0-liter V8 delivers instant, explosive torque that pushes you back into your seat. The steering feels precise, the suspension remains planted, and the chassis stays stable even at high speeds. Whether you're cruising on the highway, carving through twisty roads, or launching down a drag strip, the Boss 429 feels alive, ferocious, and incredibly capable. Ford has managed to preserve the raw spirit of old-school muscle while making the vehicle refined enough for modern expectations. In terms of price, the 2026 Boss 429 is positioned as a high-performance halo model. The base price starts around $115,000, and with performance packages, carbon fiber upgrades, and special color options, the cost can reach up to $150,000. While it's more expensive than a standard Mustang GT or Mach 1, it offers performance levels that rival far more expensive European sports cars and delivers an experience that is uniquely American. Production will be extremely limited, making the Boss 429 not only a performance icon but also a collectible investment that will likely appreciate over time. In the end, the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429 isn't just a revival. It's a modern masterpiece that honors one of the greatest muscle cars in history while pushing performance into a new era. Ford has created something powerful, emotional, rare, and truly unforgettable. For Mustang fans and muscle car lovers, this is a dream reborn. The Boss is back, and it is louder, stronger, and more thrilling than ever.